make sure he arrests everybody that is fighting for peace. He destroys the peace that we are supposed to be enjoying today. He sold the sovereignty of South Sudan to Uganda. The African Union have been keeping quiet. The international community have been writing letters to Salva Kiir, reminding him that we are part of this peace agreement that you're destroying. And this is what South Sudan need. Salva Kiir never listened to anybody. Instead, he continued. I want to read some few things to you. One of them is, I want the government of South Sudan let me read the statement. For transparency and credibility, the court must clearly state which South African digital forensic laboratory examined Dr. Riek Machar phones and laptops, and whether that laboratory is accredited by the South African National Accreditation System called SANAS, the only government recognized accreditation authority. This information is essential to ensure the forensic evidence meets the international accepted standard and can be trusted by the court and the public. The truth does not fear examination. Only shadows resist the sun. If this forensic report is true, we want it given out publicly. The citizen deserve to know the truth, and we want to know the company. And also, how experienced are they? How many politicians that have they do forensic examination for? Because if they have never done any forensic to any government official in South Africa or in the world, that forensic company have not qualified to do forensic to Dr. Riek Machar phones and laptops. When we are here, we don't joke. When we are here, we don't joke. South Sudan is a country with its people, and everything being done to them should not be done behind the doors. Decision should not be done by Salva Kiir, Paul Nang, and Gen Council of Elders. It can never happen like that. What am I talking about? Because some people are like, what is Ruud saying? What I am saying in layman language is, Salva Kiir and his government took phones and laptops and all digital things that were belonging to Dr. Riek Machar. They took to South Africa. And they wanted to do a forensic report. They wanted to check who did Riek Machar communicated with at that time of the war of Nasser and Ulang, and when and what did he say? I want to also know was African Union consulted, and did they confirm? Was Tricas country consulted, and did they confirm? Was everybody that is involved in the peace agreement, including Sudan? I will not mention Uganda because Uganda is the one that is behind this deal. Did these people confirm that this company, that they were taking these items for the first vice president too? Did they confirm that is a qualified forensic company? And do they have certificate from SANAS? Because SANAS is the only government in South Africa institution that can confirm any company to do forensic report. So, and what criteria did the government of South Sudan use to select only a forensic company that belongs to South Africa or is in South Africa? How many companies did they consulted? Was it openly or was it through individual discussion? How did they do it? How did they come out to select one company? Was there due diligence? Was it advertised? We want to know before we even hear the report. And we want to know this person, how qualified is this person that did the forensic report? We also want to know how sure are we that this report was done in South Africa? Because this person was afraid today. And they pretended that the person who was supposed to operate the technical part was sick. Another thing again today, this guy doesn't want to be displayed. He doesn't want to be seen in the screen. If this guy is saying the truth, why will he be hiding? So these are the questions we need to ask. This court case is going nowhere. And everybody, I, Ruth, know, the citizen of South Sudan know, the Tricas country know, the international community know, the IGAD know, the African Union know, all the signatories to the peace agreement know that it was a plan. The killing of General Majur was a plan of Salva Kiir to be able to find a way to capture Dr. Riek Machar and put him in prison. This has been the plan all along. They have tried it so much and it have never worked. And Dr. Benjamin Bolman came up with an idea that everybody thought was good by bringing the chemical weapons, bombing everywhere, killing Dr. General Majur, and saying it was Dr. Riek. Even if the whole world close their eyes, close their ears, and don't want to say the truth, the God in heaven who created humankind will speak and show people justice. Because if justice is hidden, then God himself who created these people will speak the truth. So, Salva Kiir, Paul Nang, the whole world can keep quiet and can say, but the God himself will not. And don't think that people don't know. The reason why everybody comes out and tells you that go back to the peace agreement, please implement the peace agreement, please release the first vice president, is because they believe that this fake peace, that this kangaroo court that is going on is nothing. That's why everybody is coming and say, go back to the peace agreement. As we speak, after a lot of resources were wasted in Nairobi in the name of Tumaini peace agreement because they wanted to add the G10 to the peace agreement, they want to go back. As we speak, the security advisor to the president, Honorable Tutke, who is in Nairobi, wanted to negotiate again another Tumaini peace agreement that failed before. So they want to take us back again, and so that people can die again after the same drama that have happened before. The foreign minister of South Sudan is also with him in Nairobi, Kenya now. As we speak, they want to negotiate and discuss again another fake peace. We, the South Sudanese, are tired. Fake peace that will keep Salva Kiir government all the time. It is finished in 2026. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. The only peace we want to hear is peace that will be negotiated in Juba, and all the 79 counties and the 10 state and 3 administrative areas will be involved. This is the kind of peace we want to hear. Peace that speak to somebody like me. Even yesterday, human rights activists, civil societies were arrested yesterday when they were going for a meeting in Juba by national security. Some of them were tortured. One of the women was boxed on the nose. That is the national security doing that. The SSPDF is in the ground. Instead of protecting South Sudan, they are killing people. They are destroying, burning houses, and they are bragging the way they have burned the villages. What a shame. What have you turned South Sudan to? Oppression until when? So, we want to know the company. And everybody should come out. We want to know the company that did the forensic report that to the documents of the laptops and the phones for Dr. Riek Machar. We want to know. We want to know which company and how experienced are they, and are they licensed by SANAS for them to do forensic, and how many government officials or politicians have they done forensic report to? So this is what we need to know before even this report comes out. And we want this guy to be displayed openly. You can even put him in Dr. John Garang Muzilia because he have nothing to fear. He did the right thing, right? So let him not be afraid that he doesn't want to show his face. So these are the things that I wanted to come and say. Lastly, I will say it in Nuer. Shemari, Salva Kiir eroded off. Salva Kiir eroded off. 2026, calf cake take sheri money man. History into tina wale. Shake. Ye take share. Matingu. Take share matimu iki diatin. Ye cough again. Ye drive at the bar. Ye crew the bar. Can ya? Ye cough. Mawa wunin wara watu. Mawa wunin wara watu. Wa wunin wara watu. Salva Kiir government kana SSPDF. Salva Kiir man wara ba kana tin. Man wara. Hi. Ambo me te wunin wara me. Take care man. So mawa we wunin wara we katu man kienten. Mani nyantiri kien. Mani nkwan kien jaike. Take a shunga. So wale kelling go along ituo. Go kaf ngwani ay go. Lakin shik and wale kura wale man shake Nuera ya mai cover jan texture mai tianga mai ya cover shake Nuera ko ya ba man Nuera na ba gad kien na ba kan na mani pele ani kien ti sham keken yi shake Nuera ken ya rod ya loja ngu tawali yewo nyagwe ye jo ye nyo an wale oh yeah so con baya kula larma wane kaba lariene jiran mai pies ka mai ka pis bijong de realaka jong bika kwentina mbel bier realaka jong bika realtin bier realaka bika kwentin mo waka wa shek bijong de realaka bi tway de realaka ko mo wika otu bika kwentwesh dien bi tway dien bi realaka kwayele tie an kwore menena na bine me kwele lare jong de ya realaka ya tway de realaka ko ya shubante de ya shub. How ready are you? Ayen ready kaje? Ayen ready kaje? Ko ante di guy kaye na ene guy shere may shop lakini ya shop ko runi aye biyong ko ye joshange kworiyo mashara me ba kwa. So how ready are you kenje ne me gore me liwa tine. How ready ya do realaka ya shum no gwa ngadien ya shekalu ambel enkon bi atal ne bang ko tu ka ti ba de tin ke ngayo god ba moy kon ke tu o manindi ba man moy kon ke tu o manindi ba uniti ndir moy kon ke tu o manindi ya ngach ba tal kon ba ka ya tu ka realaka ba tal kon ga ka ya malga ka realaka tong ti ba sham ne je ya ka realaka ya we dus bul kaliye ka bul tadi dos kaya when I'm going to do the ball money man ya kuna dos ka bul money man lakin kaka liye ka na idandi ko bul dos ka mo wa shu baleldi am bul ba dus ko en tadi en dram am bul doy kaya du ne di halen tadi dos kaya lakin mo waso du mo kule wa shop kuna ale lunja bina lunkango dos ne bulkal ya hina ka jiran ibi fala kut amo nga ke liel kan liel mo akamji ke jirkani ti biya kwentin ke dari ti biya kwentin ke realaka ngana real ne dari ka dari mi bana liel kwentin me kwala goro biya kwenkangu biya kwenkangu so tiene to babalare o amon daru ne ready mo ayo wang pedun biya long ono bakan weni ono ba kana ideal kerte ke nyirdan wolte kon te lief ke shonyadien te ke nyirdan vietin doar ke nyirdar vieti pelpel yona bila nyirdan vieti doar gorne bane la nyirdan vieti pelpel bane te jinne ko bane shonyadan lief bende lane bane la nyirti pelpel dam viet titi jinne ko lief ke ben shonyadien ngashe gwa metedi yabe royelong lakin Karamay ngaling belly ngayon royalong. Hey mama, go. So jeno. Biatika mal. And then Tiajina. You're a name. And my last message is going to the red belt. Red belt, how many days are you in the office? How many months are you in the office? How many years are you in the system of red belt? Please, my brothers, please, my brothers, I will say it lastly, please, my brothers, use your brain. Use your brain. Use your brain. Salva Kiir is shaking, and his government, he must go home. He said, I want Salva Kiir in 2022. I told Salva Kiir, the kind of leaders that you are appointing, they are not leaders that are coming to keep you in power. They are leaders that are coming to destroy you. They are leaders that are coming to put thorns in your body. And I told him it will not take a long time. And now, even women are annoyed. And another thing that I need to clarify to everybody, this all things that is happening is for the children. The Nuer children are being bombed all the corners. Even yesterday, there was a bombardment that happened to the children. From 2013 up to today, the Nuer children and women have never rest. When other cities are going to school for education, the Nuer children are going to hide because the gunship of Salva Kiir is coming to kill them. This is what has been happening since 2013. How many years? That is what has been happening. A lot of people that are coming out and are saying that the Nuer children and women are not being killed, they are not being burned alive, and the videos and the pictures are all over. Are you true to yourself? You can lie on social media, but you can never lie in your heart. You can never lie to yourself. You can never lie to God. 13 years of suffering of Nuer children and women. Not even IGAD, not even African Union that is supposed to be uniting. I don't know, African Union, what are you uniting? What is African Union uniting? Are you uniting or dividing or destroying? African people, what is African Union doing? What are they uniting? They are doing business. They are not uniting anybody. African Union is doing business. So they're not uniting anybody because they have never, for 13 years, South Sudan have been in war. For 13 years. Weapons have never stopped. And we have arm embargo in South Sudan. Which document? An African Union is there. It should be the one watching where is South Sudan get, and Museveni is sending weapons to South Sudan openly and freely. Salva Kiir, you have the solution to this all problem that is happening. If you are really looking for solution, the solution is right there next to you, lying in your table. Pick a pen, resign, give power back to us, the citizen of South Sudan, and go home and rest. You deserve to rest. Go Just sign and say, this is it. Give it back to us South Sudanese. Because it have defeated you. For how many years? For 20 days, 20 years, you have been looking for solution. Which solution? No solution. You cannot bring solution. Solution have defeated you for 21 years. So how come will you bring solution today if you did not bring it for 21 years? And remember, 21 is a very strong number in South Sudan. 21 years fighting for freedom in the bush. 21 days of Dr. John Garang in office. And you now 21 years for government. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You have 7 months and 19 days today for you to complete 21 years in power. That's how prepared and how careful and how much South Sudan mean to me. I voted for separation. I voted for separation in Nairobi in a place called Blue Spring Hotel. That's where I voted for separation. And when I voted for separation, I vote for whatever it takes. That's what I did that time. Whatever it takes, I will protect South Sudan. And yesterday, you go and arrest, your national security go and arrest Jacqueline Nasiwa, a lady, a woman that have fought so hard for a lot of bills. Actually, there are bills that have been signed in South Sudan, including the Maputo Protocol. A lot of bills that have been signed in South Sudan is because of that woman that you arrested yesterday. Because of that woman that your national security tortured yesterday. That woman. All those, she have done a lot for your government to be respected by the international community. How? Because she stood so hard for the people of South Sudan. She makes sure even if you don't implement those bills, but the bills are being signed. She's working so hard for us to have a permanent constitution, a constitution that will speak for the people of South Sudan. But when she came out and speak about it, yesterday you arrest her, you beat our colleagues. Women are being beaten by men. What kind of men? And anyway, it's not the first time. We have been used to that. Somebody like me, some people just knew Ruth because of 2025 Nasser war. Ruth have been fighting for you in South Sudan for so long. Ruth was arrested in 2022, in 2023, in 2024. Even some men who are making noise here in the group, in my show, you are talking, you are abusing me. The things I've done for you in South Sudan, you don't even know, because you only knew Ruth of 2025. You don't know the Ruth of 2016. You don't know the Ruth of 2019. You don't know the Ruth of 2023. You don't know the Ruth of 2024. You only know the Ruth of 2025. Research who is Ruth. Ask Mayanma Jongdit, he will tell you who is Ruth. Ask Bolmel, he will tell you who is Ruth. Ask Salva Kiir, he will tell you who is Ruth. I don't bow down. I don't kneel. We do agreement. If you decide that you will do A, you make sure you do A. You don't come and you destroy South Sudanese. Today we are not happy because of South Sudan. So, to Tut Kyaw, Honorable Tut in Nairobi, and the foreign minister, we are tired of the fake peace agreements on and off, on and off, on and off. If there's a peace agreement that is supposed to be done, it will be done in South Sudan, not in Nairobi. We don't want any peace done in Nairobi. You better take it to the 10 state and 3 administrative areas. That is when we will believe there is peace, not the other side. So South Sudan have 64 tribes. Whether you hate the other tribe or the other tribe hates you, we have 64 tribes and they are there to stay. Our Independent Day is 9th of July and 21 years was spent in the bush by our martyrs and the freedom fighters so that we can have a country called South Sudan today. And Dr. John Garang spent 21 days in power and he died. And Salva Kiir now is going to be in power for 21 years. And he will also go and the history continue. But ask yourself, what will you bring to South Sudan? Because you are the only person. Do you want to bring only corruption to South Sudan? No. You must be part of building South Sudan. We must all do the right thing. We must protect the women, protect the children, protect the chicken, the livestock, the land, and make South Sudan great. Long live South Sudan. Viva South Sudan. Viva